I've started. Still waiting.
All right.
All right. Okay. We are in game one. Queen. Oh, let me fix the teams here. Okay. So Stray Wind is on Steel is GL3. Okay. Alright, there we go. Okay. Game one. On Arabia. Pretty classic. Pretty standard. What do you think of these civs?
I think as a low elo player myself, I think that these are interesting choice of civs. I never see the Persians on Arabia. That's not something that I see very often. Uh, most people play like the classic four civs that people play on Arabia. So that is interesting.
I think I actually quite like these civs for the elo we're spectating here. Persians are kind of just a standard civilization, but their economy is most likely going to be better, just because the TC works faster. You start with extra resources, so you're going to have villagers out a lot faster. And they're very beginner friendly that way. You can afford to have more idle time than other civilizations, and you'll still be fine. Huns also very beginner friendly. You don't need houses, so you don't need to worry about getting housed, which is a very common problem at low elo. So I think Blue Steel has very beginner friendly civilizations here.
I'm interested to see if Ren is going to open archers or if he's going to open scouts. Because I know a lot of Huns players, they open scouts. But that would leave a double scout opening for that team.
Yeah, for sure. I think a Malay for Shivers is kind of an odd pick. Malay is a civilization that can be really tough to play. I think it's one of the more quirky civilizations. Your stable is terrible, and your range is perfectly generic. And then your infantry get free armor upgrades, so they're okay, but they're not exactly top tier. The main thing with the Malay is their age up being a lot faster. Means you can utilize the age advancement timing to do some major damage with a technology advantage. But that's something that lower elo players struggle to actually take full advantage of. So Malay seems like an odd choice for me. But maybe they have a plan here.
Malay is Crambit Warriors, right?
Yeah, that's their unique unit.
Okay. All right. We got quite a bit of idle TC time from Ren. He's already at 57 seconds.
Yeah.
And that is a villager and a half, right?
It's 2 villagers. So
Two
a
villagers.
villager,
That's no bueno.
yeah, a villager takes 25 seconds to create, which, fun fact, is the exact same amount of time it takes a villager to build a house. So,
Okay.
yeah, every 25 seconds is a villager or loom. Loom also takes the same amount of time to research. So yeah, being 2 villagers behind in Dark Age, not great, But again, we're at around the 1,000 elo mark, so it's not terrible. There's been a lot worse. Seeing APT and Stray going up pretty quick. Usually a faster uptime is indicative of a scout opening. We'll see what they have to. We'll see what they decide for here.
Shiver's going up at 22 pop. That's a pretty high number there for if he's going to do a feudal opening. Is it not?
Shivers.
Yeah, 22 Vils.
Yeah, so with Melee, you advance to the next stage 66% faster, which the way the math works is you can go up 2 villagers later to feudal age than you normally would, and you'll advance around the same time. And to advance to castle age, it's like 3 to 4 villagers later than you would normally want to, and you'll still be up at a good time. So you can think of it as you can go up to the next stage a few villagers ahead.
Alright, so we got Cruiser putting his stable down.
Yeah, Cruiser's going for a stable. Seeing just a barracks so far from Shivers.
Straywind has his stable down.
What are his resources looking like? Yeah, his resources are good. You can put down another building. Ren is
Straywind
making
has
militia.
4 scouts queued up. Alright. We got some defensive pikemen.
Yeah, JD's actually making some militia. I'm gonna send them out. So militia against scouts is a good trade for scouts. They're able to trade 1-for-1 against militia. So normally when you create militia, you want to send them out across the map before you click up to feudal age. That's kind of the window of timing where they can do damage to your opponent's economy.
But not man-at-arms, correct?
Not man-at-arms. Man-at-arms is a little different.
Okay.
If you're going to actually get the man-at-arms upgrade, you want 3 or maybe 4 militia. It's not worth getting the
That
upgrade if
fight
you only
from
have
Ren
2.
right there. He just lost his 2 militia and was doing it on a hill advantage as well.
Yep. Nice thing going for him is he is fully walled. Ooh, he actually hasn't built a tile down here by his stone. I don't think he's noticed that, and he's probably not going to notice that until the scouts get in.
Oh no, here we go.
Scouts are in. He does have loom, so he can fight this. Choosing instead to run back to the TC. It's going to be at least 1 villager, most likely 2. Going to be lost. Depends on how much APT wants to commit.
Oh no, and the town bell.
Town bell rung.
Oh no.
Yeah. Not the best. You don't want to ring town bell hardly ever.
We got Straywind with 5 scouts inside of Shiver's base. I did not see if he got a bill kill there.
He did.
He did. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, he got 1 villager. Chivers is going to wall up behind this. And he should be safe from any further damage. He's got a spearman. He's got some archers. Doesn't have fletching yet. But he's gonna chase these scouts away and he'll be able to finish his walls behind this. Shaywin back at home. He's going to try and start full walling. He's also added an archery range behind this as well. He's gonna start mixing in some skirmisher. don't...
Ren still only has a barracks down. And he is down 10 villagers. 11.
Yeah, and most of that's from idle TC time.
Now we got Stray Wind inside of cruiser space. Oh,
Gonna
not a
lose
good
his
fight there.
scouts. Yeah, it's not a great fight to take. Man at Arms upgrade now for JD. He's committed more to these Men at Arms, which I don't like, but he's safe at home, so he's not really under threat. Dropping a
Cruiser
second
doing a good
barracks?
job with his economy. He already has 16 farms down and sending his bills to gold.
Straywin's gonna be our first player to Castle Age. So he's going to have to deal with these archers coming into his base. But once he gets up to Castle Age, he'll be able to make knights. And Persian team bonus is that your knights do extra damage to archer units. So just a couple knights will be able to kill that entire army.
Okay. And we got Cruiser here. He's about to click up.
I'm not sure how experienced these players are, like how long they've been playing the game, or how aware they are of different like strategies or any sort of build order at all. So we'll just have to see. Behind this, looks like Shivers is going to be clicking up here soon. He's dropping a market. Probably going to try to use it to get the resources to go up. And Malay advanced very quickly, so he'll be up in no time. Sherwin going forward and building another lumber camp. He has the wood though. I would have liked to see that be a town center instead.
Got Ren trying to put some pressure on Shivers here.
Now Ren's move forward. Militia do bonus damage against buildings, so they'll be able to get him pretty quick. He's actually getting arson to help him get in even faster. Problem is he's going into the archer player's base, and archers do very well against infantry, even if the infantry have armor, which Ren hasn't upgraded. In the meantime, APT's moving out with his archers. I'm gonna try to loop around and see what damage he can do. If he sits on this gold, then Ren's gonna have to be forced to abandon this gold mine.
Ren got in on the stone mine up there. Got 2 Vil kills.
Oh, he did. Yeah, and Straywin's on the gold as well at the same time. So Shiver's gonna be a bit distracted between both these attacks.
3 and 4. Okay. Ren got 4 Vil kills there. We got Straywind has dropped 3 TCs. He's got a couple of knights, archers, and skirms.
Yeah, his economy behind this is gonna be pretty good. Especially with Persians. If he can keep his town centers working, his villager count's gonna explode over the next couple minutes. And team-wise, villager count is slightly in favor of Blue Steel. But the military count is much higher for HGL free.
Help me understand what's going on here. How is Shivers lower on Vil count now? Oh, because he's getting raided. Okay, there we go. Shivers is down to 35, and now Ren has a better Vil count.
Yeah.
Okay, Ren dropping two archery ranges. Should be getting some CA out here.
Yeah,
I would
well,
expect CA.
yeah, cav archers is a great play for Huns. Their cav archers are cheaper, so they can afford to make a lot more of them. Problem is, they take a lot of upgrades
Oh, this is
to
not looking good
reach their full
for Ren
potential.
here. He's got
Yeah.
yeah, it's not looking good for him. He's got 12 knights at his base knocking.
Yeah, the other problem with cav archer is it takes a long time to get them massed to a point where they can actually fight off knights.
Oh no, the town bell. Oh no. The knights go underneath the town center.
Knights have bloodlines, they have the first armor.
Knights are not going underneath the town center.
Well, they could. Especially if knights get the second armor, town centers without any ranged upgrades do very little damage.
Oh yeah, no, I'm surprised Cruiser hasn't gone underneath the town center yet after he heard that, and he's
Yeah, so Ren's base kind of getting picked apart by all these knights. On the other side, Shivers is going to get in on this
okay.
gold. Straywin's going to lose some bills. He's going to have to fall back and defend that. Now, Straywind is sending some camels over, and he's trying to break into APT's base with these knights.
We got Ren abandoning his base. He's moving out. Okay. Straightwind is inside of Cruiser's base with a couple knights.
I don't know where Ren's gonna go. He doesn't have the wood to actually build like any lumber camps or anything. So he can't actually make anything out here.
Okay, and we got Cruiser making some camels to counter the knights.
Yeah, he's making some camels. And the stable units for the Berbers are cheaper starting in Castle Age.
It does not look like Straywin saw that he was getting attacked on his gold, because he lost all of those bills.
Yeah. It's very difficult to multitask watching your base and making sure you don't get hit while you're trying to raid at the same time. And Straywin is now slinging Ren. He sent him a bunch of wood. But Ren doesn't have the stone to build another TC because he built a tower. So he's gonna have to make a lumber camp down here and just start chopping wood. Which he's doing now.
Oh, he should have gotten the castle up.
He's gonna run back and try and fight this with his units.
Okay, he's got some knights and stuff over there. All right.
Yeah, he needs the second armor. Crossbow can actually kill knights fairly easily if they don't have the second armor, and camels are even worse.
Ren is bringing villagers
pierce
back
armor.
into his base as Cruiser brings in his army. Takes him back out, but he's going to lose all... Oh, don't ring town bell.
He's actually kept most of his economy alive during all this. It's just not been working very much. Serwin did manage to clean up all these crossbow in his base. At the same time, more crossbow coming forward to the front of his base. And behind this, both Shivers and APT have expanded their economy to multiple town centers. What's the idle time look like? It's not bad. So their economy is going to be pulling way ahead now. And going into Imperial Age, if the game goes that far, they should have a huge eco lead.
What I would like to see here is for Cruiser to go and raid Straywind. He's pretty much put Ren out of the game for now. He has a massive army.
Yeah, he's got the army numbers. Ren's been sufficiently slapped around for a bit. But he has expanded down here with another town center, and I'm pretty sure APT doesn't know about that. So,
How do you like this? He's building a forward siege workshop. You think that's necessary?
no. No.
Yeah, I think if he wanted to kill that TC, he just could, but he should just go over and put pressure on the Persians. All right, Ren's got another TC up, putting some farms down.
Forward Castle is well for Shivers on this hill. It's a great spot for it. He goes up to Imperial Age, which he's not really close. He's still missing some resources. This will give him a good point to launch an attack in Straywind's base. Same time though, APT is advancing in. He's making rams out of this forward workshop. And also dropping a forward castle. Okay, he's playing very aggressive when he doesn't need to. I guess he really just wants to make sure Ren is well and truly dead. Second castle now, in front of Straywind's base. And Shivers is going to be able to get that up. He has the castle and all these crossbow defending it. It looks like Straywind's going to use the market to advance to Imp first. And the Persian TC work rate does also apply to age advancements. So Persians and Malay, the two civilizations that advance ages faster. We'll see who gets there first.
We got Shivers, who put his crossbow army underneath the castle, and he's just losing his entire army.
Here's adding pikemen in defense. I like this play. It's gonna just make sure that he doesn't get raided and lose all his economy while he's not watching.
Alright, we got Ren putting the castle down. I would like to see that castle probably on the hill next to his TC. Give him some better protection.
Yeah, at the same time, it's not where I would put it. I would put it further back. I think where you put it's fine. Problem is, the closer you put it to this castle, the more likely it is to be trebbed down, because APT is in Imperial Age, and Ren is not even close. So I think it's okay where it is, but it's probably not going to be standing for too long, regardless. Cavalier and the last armor upgrade for APT, so Ren's base is not going to be standing for too much longer. So many castles in front of Straywind's base, too.
Maybe some villager redistribution for Cruiser here. He's got 42 villagers on wood. That is a hefty amount.
Yeah, it's a few too many, especially when the army you're making is mostly food gold units.
Yeah. Maybe he's wanting to pump out a whole bunch of trebs here. All right, we're seeing the Crambit Warriors come in now.
I don't mind Karambits if he wants to try and snipe the trebs, but he's going to need quite a few of them to do that because they're so squishy. See, his castle should just be able to one-shot these Karambits. So I'm not sure if he's going to be getting these trebs. We'll see. Gets one. Should be able to get the other, actually, so that's a really good play. His first castle went down. Second castle is also going to go down. And his third castle on this hill he might be able to keep up, but... we'll see.
We got Straywind down to 14 villagers. Not Straywind,
Ren,
JD
yeah.
Wren down to 14 vills, and he's running up towards APT's base.
He's just running along the side of the map. Yeah, at this point, there's
Now
not really
cruisers
anything
going
he can
in
do.
for the raids. I think GG's will be called.
Yeah, most likely.
Cruiser still got a whole bunch of idle military down at Ren's base.
Yeah, I don't think Straywind really has the military to keep fighting this. He's only got, well, like 19 military right now. And he can't really kill either one of these armies with that. Especially with Imperial upgrades for Shivers on these crossbow. He got Bracer, Arbalest is on the way. He's just missing chemistry.
Like to see some trebs from Shivers here.
He's gonna try and take out these trebs again. Should be able to get all these trebs. Ren's just gonna build the TC on the very edge of the map and hope nobody finds him. He's only on 15 vills, so he's not gonna be able to do much here. Hasn't completely died. Yeah, now Straywind facing two armies by himself. He's got less than 10 military. He's not gonna be able to defend this.
Got Shivers and Cruiser floating a lot of res.
Capped Ram even for...
However, I do think Shivers
APT.
is pop capped. Almost.
He's close. Yeah, he's on like 180 pop right now.
Here goes all the Villies.
And
GG has been called.
But we have a GG and a cheers well played smiley face. Yeah, I don't know how long JD Ren has been playing this game. He feels like he's relatively new. And like I don't mean that in a bad way. Just, you know, the things that he does, I recognize myself doing when I was brand new to this game. And I like props to him for joining in a tournament and playing. I know especially at lower elos it can be very intimidating to try and compete. But it's a great way to learn and improve. So game one is going to go to is GL free. And
We'll be right back.
We're gonna go into game two in a moment. Once they actually get it started here. And it should be African Clearing as the next game. But we'll find out in a couple minutes once they get the game started. Good time to stretch your legs, do some jumping jacks, grab some water, pet your dog, whatever you want to do till game gets set up. Okay, still waiting for the game to go up.
All right. Got a message from Shiver. Straywind has to restart game, hit a bug.
Fantastic. Gotta love it.
Well, I think that was a extremely dominant performance from Shiver's team.
Yeah, I think they played it pretty well. Well, I don't think we're going to be getting to the other set, because this one's taking quite a while. It's been an hour, and we're just starting game 2. One game 1? Is GL free? One game 1. We are waiting on game 2, but players are having to restart their game, so it could be a minute.
Right. I was sent a lobby code, so I'm assuming there is a lobby up now. I don't even know how to use a lobby code.
You can
How do you?
you can paste it in your browser and it should automatically open it.
It's like the spectate games
No, in like
search bar.
your internet browser.
Oh. So we should be playing African Clearing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you're still in the lobby and they haven't started it yet. Alright. Started it up. Alright. 100 seconds of delay left.
Okay, so we got Straywin playing the Teutons. I'm expecting a tower rush,
Perhaps.
which
Two.
I have been tower rushed on African clearing, and as a low elo, it is panic mode and hard to defend if the other person knows what they're doing.
Yeah, I believe it.
And we got Ren playing the Vietnamese, so Straywin will know exactly where the TCs are at.
Yep. Vietnamese are a good pick on African clearing in general. Especially, they get more and more common the lower elo you go. Because players just really like knowing where everybody is. Alright, 10 seconds left, and we will be in.
And Mongols are also a very good civilization for this map, correct?
Oh yes. Mongols
Just
are...
get all the elephants on the map that you can.
Yeah, Mongols, especially at high level, are very, very good civ. There's like... If you were to make a tier list for African clearing, there's like S tier, and then there's a level above that called Mongols, and it only has the Mongols in that tier.
I like to play the Jurchens on African clearing and get all the semi sheep out scouting and get all the elephants that I can. I just leave them under my TC so they don't rot.
Yeah,
And it's a very fun thing to do.
that's a good play as well. So
I
African
also
clearing,
love step lancers.
it's a nomad start, and the thing with African clearing different from most nomad maps. Most nomad maps you want to build your TC on the wood line. African clearing is different. You want to build your TC on these ponds full of shorefish, so you can start collecting food as fast as possible and maintaining villager production. So Shivers and APT have Vietnamese on their team, so they're going to know where the enemy TCs are when they go up. Straywind and Ren are not going to have that free. I believe they know that APT's TC is there. Okay, yeah, Ren did ping it. Oh wait, both teams have Vietnamese.
Yes.
Oh.
I do fear for Ren's safety here in a feudal rush.
Yeah, he might be in a bit of trouble here. He's pretty close to the enemy players. And Strayland is quite far away. He has the Teutons, which I actually don't like as much on this map. Even though they're a great cav civ, they're really good at booming. I don't like them because the map is so large and so open. You kind of really want to rely on mobility if you're playing cav. And Teutons miss husbandry, so their cavalry is going to be slower.
Sorry, I had to take a quick phone call there.
Good lure for Shivers. He's pulling in his elephant. Mongol hunters work 40% faster, so they're going to be taking the food from this elephant very quickly. He's using his sheep to scout where the others could be. He only has one. So it's going to take him a while to actually find the other elephant. So, I'm not sure if he's going to find any more anytime soon. I do really like ABT's TC spot. It's got a pond of 5 fish. It's got some gold nearby. It's got a small woodline here. And got some stone nearby if he wants to go into rattans. Ren has found his own elephant. There's another one off to the left. And he's actually doing quite well scouting with these sheep. He's doing very well with that. He's found a couple more elephants. They might be a little far for him to try to lure. So he might even just go out and mill those. Or just wait until he has extra town centers out there to take those. We'll see how that works out for him. Now I do want to see if Shivers decides to go for scouts, or if he goes for an FC kind of play. With Mongols, you can pull off some crazy fast castle times on this map. We'll see what kind of strategy he wants to go for here. APT could be a little bit exposed in his economy. He's quite far away from the outside woodlines. He's going to have to drop a lumber camp on these smaller woodlines around his base. And that could be an area that Team Blue Steel could try and focus on.
Alright, we got Shiver's team. Both of them already clicked up to feudal. Both at 18 bills.
And Shivers is sending more to wood. So it looks like it's going to be scouts for him. And APT's already on gold, so it's probably going to be archers. The other team. JD's resources looking good. He can click up here. And what's he gonna go for here?
Okay. Looks like APT is going to go for a fast castle, maybe?
I think he went up too fast.
He dropped a blacksmith. And not a blacksmith in a market. So he's going for a fast castle. Shivers dropping the barracks. See, what is APT's resources? He does not have the resources for a fast castle as of right now.
He's not gonna have the food. It's gonna be a little bit short on food. He might even use the market just to try and sell off some wood and buy more food. Seeing a stable from Shivers, so he's gonna play a bit of feudal here. Make a few scouts. And Shivers also getting eco upgrades. He got his wood upgrade. He's also getting wheelbarrow. I don't like wheelbarrow in this situation. Wheelbarrow is most effective for your farmers, and the optimal time to get it is when you have at least 15 farms. Shivers only has one farm right now, and on African clearing you don't want to be making a whole lot of farms until you start getting into Castle Age, because there's usually a lot of hunt, there's a lot of fish around that you can use as your source of food income beforehand.
Okay, so Draywin grabbed the Man-at-Arms upgrade. I don't think he can do, unless he finds that stone, he can't do too much damage, because...
Well, he's actually body blocking his villager, he'll get that.
Here we go, there we go, he got one.
One villager.
But most of these bills are all under the TC, so it's gonna be hard to find damage.
Yeah.
On Cruiser at least. Now if he
Yeah.
makes his way back into Yellow's wood line, that would be he could wreak some havoc back there.
Right, and I think Shivers is aware of that. He started walling off his wood line and he could finish it pretty quick. APT is up to Castle Age. He had a bit of idle time to do it, but he's gonna make it up here in a minute. And he's gonna try and
Shivers
go for
producing
his hands.
scouts into this defense, but I mean those 3 Men-at-Arms could take out 4 or 5 scouts, correct?
Man-at-Arms will trade slightly better against scouts. So they'll... against 4 scouts, they'll probably kill 2 scouts and lose all the Men-at-Arms.
Oh, he's so close to seeing the wood line. Oh, that was close. Maybe he will find it. Yeah, he's going back over there. Now we got APT, or we got Red being pressured by the scouts. And he's got pikemen to defend. And now we got Straywind walking into the wood line. Let's see how many Vil kills we see here. Got 1, 2,
2 Vils down. Gonna be at least 3.
3.
Probably gonna get a 4th. No, he's gonna back out. So these Men-at-Arms have got some really good value so far. At the same time, Ren is gonna lose a couple Vils on his wood line. But he does have the Spearman to defend, so he shouldn't lose too much here. Straywind's eco behind this doesn't look too bad. He's got plenty of farms out. Teutons also get cheaper farms, so they can afford to make a lot more.
We got Straywind making some scouts along with his Men-at-Arms.
He's trying to find the wood line, but there's no wood
And
line
he
there.
finds the gold. Is that villager gonna go down? No.
she'll survive.
He's not.
These Men-at-Arms have already gotten some crazy good value.
Now they're under the TC. Okay. Pulls them back out. Good micro there.
But these scouts should be able to clear them up just fine.
All right. We got Ren with 2 ranges down, producing some archers. Cruiser's got a castle down for defense.
Hey, I don't know how Straywind has kept these Men-at-Arms alive for so long. So I actually met up with the scouts now, so Shivers can't fight that. Cruiser should be able to kill those with Rattans. Rattans are a very
Yeah,
good
the
unit.
university being dropped, so should see cruiser grab some ballistics and start making the, what are they called? The Rattan archers?
Yes, Rattan Archer. Very good unit. Man-at-Arms finally gonna go down to the scouts, but at the same time, Straywin's also caught a couple villagers. So cruisers taking into Rattans. The difficulty with going for as fast of a fast castle as he did is the unique units usually require quite a few upgrades. So he doesn't actually have any upgrades on these Rattans yet.
All right, we got Straywin going up to Castle Age. Shivers should be clicking up to Castle Age here.
Yeah, Ren is doing some harassment on this wood line. And Cruiser's now going to have to move somewhere else to take wood. But his options are very limited. He's probably going to have to run all the way to the outside to actually take wood. Oh, there's no fletching on these archers. Oh yeah, the scouts should kill all that. Oh, they're actually pretty weak from before, so they'll survive.
If Straywin makes his way back to that wood line, looks like he is going. There is 5 vills over there. Yep, he is going back. Shivers does not have any army near there. Oh, here we
It's going to
go.
be more deadvilles on the wood line.
That should be almost all of them.
That
Oh, no,
should
there's...
be all
Oh,
of them,
and
yeah.
he trapped himself. He trapped himself. Oh, but he traps the scout. Oh, no.
Nope, nope.
He stops himself from getting trapped. Gets that last Vill kill. Gets
And
the last of the
escapes.
scouts out. And gets that other Vill. Or should get that other Vill. Oh, but he fights back and gets the other Vill.
And Sharon, how many eco kills does Straywin have here?
And
13.
one more Vill.
He's got 13 kills so far.
Oh. Another Vill on the gold. We have 14 Vill kills from Straywind.
Red's eco behind this actually looks pretty good as well.
He does have a good amount of scouts. I wonder if he'll I forget what I'm trying to say. The light cav. I wonder if he would go into any light cav.
You can't, because Teutons don't get the light cav upgrade. Teutons are the only
Teutons don't get
civilization.
light cav upgrade?
They don't.
Are you serious?
They're the
Wow,
only
that's
civ
crazy.
that gets scouts but no light cav.
That's crazy. Oh, and he is just under the TC. It is not being garrisoned. There it is. The garrison happened. He got 3 more villagers right there. Okay, we got Ren taking a fight outside of his base.
Against
with some
Rattans,
skirms
though.
and feudal age archers.
Yeah, that's not a good fight. Rattans have 4 base pierce armor, so these archers are just gonna tickle them.
This fight actually went better than I expected for Ren here. He actually killed a lot more archers than I thought he would.
He killed 1 so far.
That was only 1?
Yeah,
I thought he killed like 4.
no. He killed 1.
Oh no, but we got some step lancers in the chat. They're gonna go clear up all them skirms, most likely. We have a little bit of a fort castle from Straywin coming up here.
He's built that quite far forward. Behind this, he's on 3 town centers. economy is looking good,
Oh
and
no.
30 villagers ahead. Blue Steel team. We're gonna see. Ren has clicked
Is
up
Blue
to
Steel
Castle Age.
Straywind?
Blue Steel is Straywind. Yes.
Okay. I just see Straywind's team and Shiver's team at the top of my screen. So
Okay,
that's
Ren
what they
has
named
clicked
it.
up to Castle Age, but he's just got a bunch of skirmishers here, and he could be in a bit of trouble. So Straywind's
How
gonna drop
well
a
do
castle.
how well do feudal age skirmishers go against Rattan archers?
Terrible.
Really?
They're really bad.
Okay. What about castle age skirms?
Castle Age Skirm do okay.
Okay.
It's
What is the best counter to Rattan archers?
so Elite Skirm do fine if you can get ballistics. Siege does okay. And aside from that, you're gonna have to mass up like some heavy cavalry.
Would the amount of aren't Teutonic knights very good against archers?
No.
Isn't that their bone? Or am I thinking of Huskarls?
Huskarls.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Teutonic Knights are very good in melee fights. And they're very slow. So archer units can run away from it pretty easily. And Rattans are actually faster than a lot of archer units. So they can run away from them, especially quickly.
All right. He gets another castle up in Ren's base. I like that. Ren's not too weak right now, but he's seems like he's about to get pressured a lot.
Yeah, and this castle for Straywind's just kind of recognizing that Ren is kind of unfortunately positioned with his base. He's pretty close to both enemy players. So it's just going to give him a little bit of extra defense here.
Okay, we got some knights going over the TC. I like this. Let's get some Vil kills going on again.
Yeah, and military count is very even for both teams, but look at the villager numbers. Cruiser, Shivers, Ren, they all have very similar vills, and then there's Straywind with 30 more villagers than anybody else.
All right, we got some Arbalesters in now for Ren. He's got both the attack and the armor upgrades for his archers and his skirms. Did he get the elite skirm? He did. So he has elite
Ren does have
skirms
elite
and
skirm,
archers
yeah.
now. Okay, and Straywind is looking to get back in that wood line again.
Pretty sure it's walled off. Oh, it's actually not. I think there's... Is it? No, there's a tree there. Okay, yeah. Rivers did manage to wall that off. Ren actually did very well in quick walling down at the bottom of his base and keeping the step lancers out.
We're getting some Vil kills underneath the TC. We got some camels out to counter the knights. So we have 34 villagers lost for Shiver's team versus 7 for Straywinds.
Yeah, we can see.
Okay, now we see Ren going on the offensive here. Picking off some villagers. Can he take out this?
He's taking a good
Yeah,
fight
seems
against
like
these Rattans.
Yes, he will clear that up.
He's
But
got...
we do have some step lancers and stuff coming in.
Yeah, Ren has the essential upgrades for his army. So he'll actually take a pretty good trade against the Rattans. Against both of these armies, though, it's going to be tough. So he's probably going to lose this fight and have to fall back. At the same time, Straywind is up to him.
Does he have ballistics?
Who, Ren? No, he doesn't.
Yes. He needs ballistics. Does he have a university built? Does not look
Don't
like he
believe
has a
so.
university built.
Yeah, I don't see one.
He has the wood for it.
Yeah, ballistics is more and more important.
Oh, this could be a lot of villagers lost right here for Cruiser if he doesn't see it. And he did see it.
Yeah, ballistics is increasingly more important the faster the army you're fighting against. And right now we've got two very mobile armies. Shivers is on cavalry units, and Cruiser is on a relatively fast archer unit. So ballistics would be very helpful here.
Alright, we have Thumb Ring that just came in for Ren here.
Being a camel switch now for Shivers, and that's not really what you want the Mongols going on to. Mongols do get heavy camel, but they don't get the last
Wow, I did
armor
not
for
even see
cavalry.
that Straywin had clicked up to Imp. Straywin just now grabbing Wheelbarrow. I do think that is an unfortunate castle placement right there, because if do they know that his castle is right there?
I think they do, yeah.
Because I mean, Straywin's Imp. I mean, he just makes 2 trebs and he can leave it under his castle. Straywin dropping a Ford. What? I don't think he saw that the castle was up. Yeah, he saw it now. They get Cavalier.
Who? Teutons?
Teutons.
Yeah, Teutons they get Paladin. They actually get very good
Okay.
Paladin. Because,
Okay, here, now we see the Cavalier upgrade. All
yeah,
right.
Teutons get extra armor.
We have a Treb out. And we got APT Cruiser with 1,700 gold. Neither team is looking like they're about to click Imp. So this could go very much in Straywin's favor here. Once this Cavalier kicks in. And he's got 3 Trebs on the field. And he needs to grab his... Do the Teutons get the 3rd armor upgrade?
Yeah. Yeah, they get fully upgraded Paladin and 2 extra melee armor on their Paladin.
Okay, we just need to... He just needs to pick up that 3rd. Okay, and we got some Halbs coming in from... We got some Halbs coming in from Ren, which will help clear up these camels, hopefully.
Well, he's got Cavalier now, so he can just fight the camel by himself. And should be able to kill this entire army.
Okay. Camels are not good against, like, buildings or, like trebs at all, right?
They're not, no.
Okay.
Camels
I was using
are-
camels yesterday with the Turks, and, like, I couldn't kill anything with a raid. I was like, this is unfortunate. I'd never really used camels before.
Yeah, camels are good against cavalry units because they do... I think just regular camel do 9 bonus damage. But they have such low base attack that they are really bad against everything else.
And GGs are called. What a play from Straywin's team there.
This felt a lot more like a map Ren was comfortable with.
Absolutely, 100%.
Felt like he
He did
played these
stop
pretty well.
Vil production there for a while. I think he could have kept up with Vil production, but his opening and everything, he did a lot better.
Yeah, I think Stray One just did really well at putting on pressure early and killing off a ton of villagers. This map is really difficult for lower elo players to keep themselves safe on because it's so open and kind of difficult to
Yeah,
wall off.
I think he got 20 Vil kills while he was in Feudal Age, which is that's quite a bit of Vils there.
Yeah, it's definitely quite a few.
Hey, so we got a game 3 in our hands.
We did well. It's a play all three, so we'll see game three anyway. We're going into it a tied set, so see how this goes, and it's going to be on ISGL3 home map, which is arena, so very different style than what we just saw. Okay, well hopefully we don't have players needing to restart their game again. And we'll get into game three pretty quick here. How do you feel about arena?
I think a lot of the strategies for this tournament have revolved around the Cumin Rush. I think I've seen that in 4 different games now. So I'm interested to see if they do that. I was also I'm looking at Ren's stats. Ren's best map is Socotra. So I wonder if that was a map that they were gonna pick. And the other team banned it.
Otra. Well, we do get our home map picks first before any bans. They decided to play clearing, so
Maybe they didn't expect Socotra to get banned first.
well no, Socotra was banned after they picked home maps. So each team picks a home map, and then there's 4 bans, and then whichever map is not banned is game 1. Okay, it doesn't look like we have a lobby up yet. So you're thinking Cumin Rush is going to be played here, huh?
I've seen a lot of I've seen a lot of the Cumin Rush played at the low elo level in this tournament. I got Cumin Rush on my game on Arena.
Hmm. Explain the tournament and settings? Yeah. Yeah, so this is the Battleground tournament hosted by the Age of Noobs Discord server. It's a 2v2 style tournament aimed at giving the beginner player base more experience and trying to help them improve. So it's a tournament that's very friendly towards players that might not be experienced with tournaments. And so it's teams play a play all three set, and then I believe it's a round robin at the start, so all teams play just all the other teams in their group, and then the top 2 teams in each group will advance to the bracket stage. So teams get to pick a home map, and then ban maps. You can see the map draft, the current map draft on the screen. So those are all the possible maps that could be played, and it's free civ pick. There's no civ draft. There's no bans until later stages. So it's very beginner friendly the way it's set up. So we are just waiting on game 3 between Team Blue Steel and IsGL3. Yeah, I think playing the admin pick first, especially with the way it's set up here, I really like it, because then it means game 1 is a map that both teams are like, yeah, okay, we'd be fine to play on that. And so it's kind of a very nice, simple opening into the set. Alright, let's see. Okay, it looks like they're still in the lobby. Yeah, no problem. I'm happy to explain things or answer any questions people have. Looks like they're all in the lobby. We just need it to... Just need them to start. Okay, they started up the game, so 100 seconds delay. We will be into game 3 played on Arena.
I am not seeing this game.
Yeah, just went up. You can search in the Spectate Games tab. You can search for Blue Steel, and it should come up.
I was searching in the wrong thing. Okay, so we got two Bohemians, the Bengalis and the Spanish. I wonder if Fran's gonna castle drop. I'd
Most
love
likely.
to see that. Bohemian's not a bad castle drop either.
No, it's not. Bohemians have a decent castle drop into Fast Imp. They can also go like a Monk Siege push. And they're just...
It's also really easy to manage your economy when you castle drop the Bohemians because you don't have to worry about the food. Because it's wood and gold units. It's a lot easier for lower elo players like myself to manage when my food's not being spent on my military unit as well.
Yeah, for sure. Okay. We are in. Did they restart? Hold up.
Mine is still going. I'm at 45 seconds in the game.
What? Okay, H must have just crashed then. Oh yeah, H is
I'm still
H is
watching.
busted. Okay, well I will catch up. I'm gonna have to restart. Just standard age things. Well, you can explain why these civs were likely picked for Arena.
I feel like higher elo would be better to explain that, but
No, I want to hear your perspective.
Spanish is probably the best The best low elo civ to use on arena. It's very, very easy to castle drop and use conquistadors. Portuguese make another good argument, but I feel like it's really hard to micro organ guns versus conquistadors. So Spanish are really good for castle dropping, and then the Bohemians um, counter just about everything in the game. From my my understanding, I mean Bohemians they just have really powerful halberdiers, and halberdier siege is really hard to get past. It's just what is it called? The hoofnies.
Yeah,
Them things are crazy.
they're pretty wild. Basically, bombard
But
cannons
yeah, I
with.
mean if either one of these teams are wanting to go, or if one of them wanted to go into Paladin with a different civ or stuff, going against the Bohemians, it's just like not. It just doesn't work well um, for low elo players. 'Cause it's really hard to get the counter unit out there, protect your counter unit while it's killing the halbs, while microing your cavalry. It just never goes well.
Yeah, Bohemians are one of those civilizations that are very strong in the late game, and the only hard part is actually getting there. If you get pressured early, it can be pretty tough. Yeah, Bohemians have some of the best halberdier in the game. They have great gunpowder units. They have good monks.
They have the best halberdier, right?
It's
They have
deb
like 25% attack
Yeah,
bonus or
it's
something.
it's debatable, but yeah, I'd say they're really good.
Okay. What other civs
As
have great halb?
um something like Burmese has crazy good halberdier. So they have 3 extra attack just from a civ bonus. Byzantines have some of the cheapest halberdier in the game. Same with Koreans. So you
Okay.
can they're not particularly good by themselves, but you can spam them like crazy. Goths are kind of similar, not very good 1-to-1, but they're very cheap. Slavs also have crazy good halberdier because they do splash damage with their unique tech.
Interesting. Shivers already has 2 people in stone. I have not seen that in this early in Dark Age.
Yeah, so
Is that normal?
this is a build for a castle drop. There's a couple different methods you can use for a castle drop. One of them is you put 2 villagers on a stone early in Dark Age, like when you're on 18, 17 or 18 villagers, and then you put 2 of them on stone, and then you just leave them there. And by the time you get up to Castle Age, you'll have enough for a castle. Another method is you can put your last 3 villagers you create in Dark Age onto stone. That's if you're going for like a 24 plus 2 build, and you get the same result. Another method is you put no villagers on stone until you click up to Castle Age, and then you throw like 9, maybe 10 villagers on stone.
But that would just be like as soon as you get to castle, you would have the stone to drop a castle in your base, but you'd still have to walk your villagers forward, right?
Right. So I
Okay.
prefer not to do the all the villagers on stone once you click up method. Then it's going to be very tight to actually have the stone and get your villagers forward in time to drop your castle as soon as possible. But Bohemians are
Interesting.
also
Ren clicked up
quite good.
at 20 vils, which is pretty low for arena. Is it not?
Yeah. Yeah, I clicked up on 20 vills. He's also making barracks, so he's probably going to do some sort of feudal play. Might go
Okay, he
scouts
might
just
be
to get...
prepping some scouts
Yeah,
for his teammate to castle drop.
yeah.
Maybe.
That's probably the play, 'cause he's not going to have the resources to go up. Yeah, Bohemians are also quite good. for Castle Drop because they get free mining technologies, so they get their stone and gold income a lot faster. Bengalis on the other side's an interesting choice. Bengalis are most commonly picked on Arena for their Monk Rush. Alternatively, they could also go their own Castle Drop and play Ratha.
I don't know what the Bengalis have. What's their unit?
So, the Bengali unique unit's the Ratha. It's the unit that is like a Cav Archer, but then it can switch into melee mode. And it kind of switches back and forth as you want it. It's kind of difficult to micro. So I don't imagine
Oh,
we'll see
is it the
Castle Drop.
wagon? The chariot thing?
Yeah, it's that.
Okay, alright, yeah, I played against that yesterday, actually, on African Clearing.
Yeah, so it's actually a really good unit. It didn't used to be good, and then it got some buffs, and now it's actually a decent unit. But it's very difficult to micro a lot of them, especially if you're switching back and forth between the different modes. So, not usually
Alright, so
something
we
we
got
see all
Ren
that
down
often.
with a stable. Okay, now we see the switch to stone for Straywind with 5 Vils. So maybe he's going defensive Castle Drop.
Yeah, probably.
Feeling
We're
it, yeah.
seeing the method from Cruiser to put 10 villagers on stone once he clicks up. And I don't think he'll quite have enough to go forward with Castle, so yeah, it'll probably be defensive. But Bengalis also have a bonus where every time they advance to the next stage, every town center they have standing gives them 2 villagers for free. So, should be ahead in villagers compared to everyone else.
Now we have 4 scouts coming out, so he could. I would not want to show my extra scout there from him. But he runs along the walls. He really could stop any Ford Castle Drop here with, or really delay it at least.
Yeah, these scouts are just to make sure that the castle doesn't come forward. So Shivers is still fine to drop it at home. And
But
Straywind's
a
getting
Bohemian
low.
Castle Drop at home would not work too well, would it? Because the Hussite wagons are so slow.
Yeah, it's not ideal. It's still okay. But yeah, you'd really rather drop it forward. And Cruiser is up now. He's gonna drop his defensive castle.
Okay, Cruiser with defensive. Let's see
Ooh,
what.
Shivers is gonna try to go forward anyway.
Yep. Shivers is going forward.
I don't like that. If Ren's watching with his scouts, he'll be able to deny that. But if his scouts are out of position, this castle could still go up.
It was just Ringtown Bell. What?
Not sure.
Oh, I think that was a misclick. All right, now we see. Now Ren dropped that castle too close, so now, or Shivers dropped the castle too close, so Ren can see that. But I don't think he sees it because he's going to help his teammate drop his castle.
Yeah, he sees it now. Now he needs to run home with all his scouts. He can still deny this. There's only... Okay. Shivers brought a lot more villagers forward, so this castle's gonna go up. Castle from Straywind might not go up. There's already 2 Rotha here. There's gonna be 3
don't
by
think
the
it's
time
going
those
up.
get here. And that castle for Straywind's probably gonna be denied. Rotha are in ranged mode. He really should switch them to melee mode. They do more damage, and
And it
melee mode
gets
Rotha
denied.
also do splash damage. So yeah, that castle's going to be denied. Straywind could lose quite a few villagers here, and he's going to have to drop the castle back at home.
This is not the end of the world though for them. He's clicked up the castle as long as he can get a I mean, the best counter to Hussite Wagon is a Mangonel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if he could just get a Siege Workshop down and get some Mangonels, and hopefully not ring Town Bell.
Yeah, Mangonel or some defensive monks is also fine. I think for Stray-Wind, going for defensive monks is fine. Bohemians want to make a monastery anyway, since their villagers are affected by both the HP upgrade and the speed upgrade for monks.
We got the Hussite Wagons in the base already. Okay, we have now hit Castle Age. Would love to see a Siege Workshop put down immediately.
Ren
What is
tried
that?
to stonewall behind this. He
Blacksmith.
was one tile short. So, villagers actually do bonus damage to Hussite wagons. So, in low enough numbers, villagers can actually fight back.
He drops a blacksmith down. I don't.
Well,
We got another castle being built.
so all players are gonna have a castle here. Well, you need a blacksmith to build a siege workshop, and Ren built a stable and a market as his feudal age buildings, so he didn't have the
I
blacksmith.
always forget that you had to have a Siege Workshop to build a.
Yep. You have to have a blacksmith to build a siege workshop, and you have to have a mill to build a farm.
Yeah, and you have to have a mill to build a market, which
Yep.
I didn't know that one either. I was playing as a judge just after cleared, and I was like, I was just pulling my elephants in. I couldn't build a market, and I was like, what is going on?
Yeah. Yeah,
I
most
thought my
players
game was glitched.
most players find that out when they're playing a nomad map, and they try to go for a fast castle, and haven't built a mill yet.
He's dropping another TC.
Yeah, okay. This isn't bad. Straywin did lose quite a few villagers to these Ratha, but he's on 3 TCs now at home, and actually has the most vills so far. Vill count for both teams is very even. Still a few Hussites here in the back of Ren's base. He could just go with villagers and fight that. I also really like these stone walls for Ren. He walled up behind this.
He grabbed fletching. Why?
Probably just to give his castle extra range. And
Okay.
keep these Hussite wagons backed up. Spanish as
He
well.
doesn't
Their
have
blacksmith
any-
upgrades don't cost gold. And you actually get gold for every upgrade you research. So, you spend...
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So he spent, normally fletching's 100 food, 50 gold. For Spanish, it's just 100 food. And you actually get 20 gold once you research it.
There you go. He's fighting those 3 Hussite wagons with those bills. That's good.
There
Yeah,
you go.
he's destroying them.
Yeah. I don't remember how much bonus damage it is on villagers against the Hussite wagons. I think it's the same that Rams take. But no, it's a different value. I just don't remember what it is. Anyway. Shiver's actually petarded through these stone walls. We can let the rest of his Hussite wagons in. Seeing Hussite wagons versus Ratha. Hussite wagons are better until Ratha go melee mode.
And I think it's a good castle placement. I think he needs more stone.
It's good castle placement. If Cruiser were to target the villagers with the Ratha, it actually will be denied. But I think it goes up anyway. Yeah, it's gonna be close, but it'll get up. He did lose all of his
We got a
all of his
castle
wagons,
in
though.
we got a castle in Ren's base that is probably gonna get the no, it's gonna go up.
It goes up.
Okay.
Just in time.
Good thing he's a Spanish and he gets that 30% build speed.
Yep. As of the Vil speed, but these wagons have done a ton of damage. Ren's only on 30 villagers right now. And Shivers is up to
No.
Imp.
Oh, that's what is Stray One's economy looking like? He's not even close to clicking imp right now.
Yeah, he doesn't have the resources to go up, but his eco behind this isn't bad.
All right, we got a Mangonel on defense for Ren. But if Trebs are brought into play, this is not going to be good for Ren. Oh, two Mangonel, or two Hussites in one shot.
It's pretty good, but yeah, with Shivers up to Imp now, and this forward castle, Trebuchets can take out everything that Ren has. And he doesn't have the economy to create anything to kill off the trebuchets.
He's getting the Halberdier.
He's getting Halberd. That has to be a misclick.
Maybe he's just so set on what he does, but there's no need for Halbs in the play right now.
I mean, he's got barracks prepared, but he has zero spear units on the field. And neither of his opponents are making any cavalry.
Well, I will say for low elo players, we like to get the upgrade before we make the unit.
Yeah. I'm aware of that.
Yeah, it's just like that's just something like when I'm booming with the Persians, I will grab the Savar upgrade before I make Savar. I don't know why.
Yeah, in theory, Halba's the right unit for Bohemians to go into, but there's no cav units on the field. I mean, there's two comps.
And it's actually a really bad choice against the Spanish because of the Conquistadors. However, Ren is not in a good spot, so this should work. His push on Ren should work regardless as long as he makes some trebs, which he has not made a treb yet, which is really surprising. He's making rams. I would love to see a treb.
He's making rams, which is not
Rams
good.
won't work because the he already has a Mangonel.
Yeah.
He should be making some trebs.
Yeah, Ren has a Mangonel. There's villagers close enough to this castle they'll fight the rams if you wanted to. And every single gunpowder unit in the game does bonus damage against rams. And both opponents are making gunpowder units.
What is that unit that APT Cruiser is making? An armored
armored elephant. Okay. Yeah. It's a regional unit replacement for battering rams for Bengalis, Gurjaras, Hindustanis.
All right, now we have a treb. Now we have a treb being made.
Trebuchet on the field. We are also seeing the Wagon Bird Tactics upgrade for Stray Wind, so his wagons are going to move a little bit faster.
Oh, and this castle over next to Ren's base could potentially save him. If Stray Wind gets out some trebs and can take that castle out and that treb out.
He's really going to need to help. Ren's clicked up to Imp as well, but he's only on 43 villagers. So he's going to get up to Imp and not going to be able to afford a whole lot.
I'm seeing some really good Mangonel shots here. That's what I'm hoping for. Alright, he's strictly targeting the Trev right now. And Hussite wagons are extremely good against Halberdier, right?
Oh yeah, they're really good.
We got some
They have so much
Conquistadors
HP.
coming in as well. And Conquistadors have bonus damage against Siege, correct?
Against
However, he
Rams
took them.
specifically.
Oh, well, he took them directly underneath the Castle Fire, so. Okay, let's see what's. Is Red pressuring at all? Red is
Yeah, he's come
pressuring.
forward
He's
with
got
some
3
Ratha.
Trebs.
He's got some Treads, he's got some Ratha, so Strayman's probably gonna need to go back to his base to defend
Just get
himself.
this castle down and get some pressure off of Ren here. Ren is almost Imp as well. So this can go really well for Ren if he can... how much food does he have? It's 24
doesn't have a lot.
farms. Hmm.
Oh,
If Ren could get
Straywind's
some conquistadors pouring out, that could help him out a lot.
Straywind's getting
Especially going
chemistry
against all
now.
these houses.
I also saw Shivers get chemistry a minute ago. And one of the things that players often forget with Bohemians, they can actually research chemistry in Castle Age. So what you can do is research chemistry as you're advancing to Imperial Age, and then as soon as you hit Imperial Age, you can start making bombard cannons.
Yeah, I planned a strategy on Black Forest around that, thinking that you could get bombard cannons and Castle Age with the Bohemians, and
No,
they'll say
no.
we lost.
No, you can just get hand cannons in Castle Age.
What is the counter to Ratha's?
So Ratha aren't good against Skirmisher. They take bonus damage from Skirmisher in both forms. And they also do bonus damage to Skirmisher in their melee mode, so it's kind of weird that way. But Skirmisher do well against them. Howl do well against them.
We got the
Camel
Hoofnice
do well.
upgrade coming in. The elite Hussite wagon. I don't think that's the right call here. He's only on 1 castle now. He's not gonna be able to produce Hussite wagons fast enough.
Yeah, there's a few conquistadors out now for Ren, and they'll do okay against.
Are these elite or
no,
these are just
they're
conquistadors?
just regular. Elite is really expensive, and he doesn't have the economy for it.
Okay, Straywin got another castle down.
Okay, so Straywin has elite Hussite now, but he's gonna need something to deal with the amount of Ratha that are here. He doesn't have enough Hussite wagons.
Are these elite? Yeah, these are elite Ratha as well.
Yeah. Straywinds looks to be in big trouble here. He went over to relieve some of the pressure off of Ren, but now he's going to lose his base. And I think this push from Cruiser can't be stopped.
I would love to see Cruiser dive here and raid. Well, we got some Hoofnice that are not being microed. No.
Yeah, they're going to go down.
They're all dead.
I think Cruiser's patrol stacking with these Ratha. I mean, they're not fighting because he hasn't patrolled them,
They're not
right?
even fighting.
Okay,
Yeah.
now he's put them off. And yeah,
but that's...
he has enough Ratha to take out everything here.
I think GG's will be called.
Yeah, once you get enough Ratha, they're actually pretty intimidating. pretty difficult to kill too.
Cruiser just needs to get in there. Get in there and go kill all these vills. Is there a button to switch them from attack mode?
There is, yeah. It's the if you have them selected, and there's like the UI panel in the bottom left corner, it has like all the different stances and whatnot. It's the bottom right button. Will switch it between melee and ranged mode.
Oh, that's cool. Are there any units in the game that have attributes like that?
They can switch modes.
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, there's units
What
like
about a conic? Can you manually switch it to an infantry? Like, can you just make the horse die?
you can delete it, yeah, and it will come back
Okay.
as an infantry unit. But now there's
I do think GGs will be called here soon.
I can't
I
think
mean,
of other units that switch modes. I mean, you have units like the
Straywind is
Fire
down
Archer.
to 7 villagers. Where are his villagers?
I'm not sure. But they're calling GG, saying good luck next. And they're going to call it. Ah, they're garrisoned in this castle. That's what they are.
Okay.
And is GL Free going to take game 3? Make the final score 2-1. And yeah, Rotha just kind of steamrolled everything at the end there. It's a unit that requires the most upgrades in the game to be fully upgraded. But once they are, they're very scary.